the essence of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their father? See, you created a void in that child because you are a part of that child.
Black power! Black power! Black power!
Are you feeling fatigued and can barely make it through the day without some type of caffeine?
Are you on a journey of healing your body but need a little help?
Then alkaline water is what you really need.
Alkaline water has many benefits. Alkaline water can help restore pH balance in the body. Consuming beverages such as soda and coffee can make your body acidic.
Did you know that too much acid in your body has been linked to an inanimate heart disease, obesity, diabetes, autoimmune disease, chronic pain, and other chronic conditions like gout and arthritis?
Those who use alkaline water have reported increased energy levels, clearer skin, reduction in inflammation, better digestion, and many other health benefits. I've used alkaline water for years, and it's been instrumental in sustaining my health when I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis.
Are you ready to take responsibility for your body's health?
If the answer is yes, then our alkaline water is just what you need. Bring your own bottles. It's only $3 for each gallon. To place an order or for more information, you can reach us at 773-846-3091. Thank you in advance for your support.
Hi, my name is Sister Ebony Stevenson. I am your announcer for today. Welcome to the Toma Nation's weekly Sunday worship service from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street here in Chicago, Illinois, and also live on Facebook. If you would like more information, you can reach us at www.facebook.com/TomaNation2 or give us a call at 773-952-8302. Now I am going to recite our opening. In the name of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent, the one who directs the sunships of millions and trillions of years, and the one who made time the seed of the universe, known among the ancient Kemites or Egyptians as Amun-Ra and Aton, among the Hebrews as Ansar, Yahweh, and Elohim, among the Christians as Lord, God, and Jehovah, among the Muslims and Islamic world as Allah, the one God, among the Rastafarians as Jahi, Rastafari, among the Yoruba tribes of West Africa as Omari, Eshu, and many other Orisha names. I bear witness that all of these names refer to the same one, Almighty Spirit, and it is to that essence which I give reverence and to whom I submit. I boldly proclaim that we, the descendants of those black men and women who survived the transatlantic slave trade, are the Lost 13 tribe, born in North America and are of a Nubian Kemetic lineage. I further proclaim that the blood of all the nations of the earth flows through our veins. I greet you in the ancient but holy words of peace, Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, Habaragani, Alafia, and Ashe. Now I am going to recite the 13 points of what we believe and know. Number 1. We believe and know that we are not to repeat the mistakes of the past prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator of the heavens and earth. Number 2. We believe and know that we can only establish an economic base through the application of the knowledge of self and the incorporation of the ideologies of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Mahatma Gandhi, and Ben Ami. Number 3. We believe and know that the prophets and messengers of the Holy Bible, the Holy Quran, and the Kemetic Holy Books were all black. Number 4, we believe and know that Jesus Christ of 2,000 years was and is a black man. Number 5, we believe and know that the knowledge of the Almighty Creator goes beyond books written by the prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator. Number 6, we believe and know that in order to promote and coordinate unity, we must first recognize and accept the uniqueness of being able to worship our Creator, regardless of religious denomination, name, title, ritual, particular dress, or holy book, as long as it recognizes the Almighty Creator of the heavens, earth, and the universe as supreme. Number 7, we believe and know that it is impossible to tell the truth without exposing the wicked governments of the world. Number 8, we believe and know that the United States government, in collaboration with other European nations, have a now objective to exterminate dark-skinned people of color off the earth through the act of genocide. Number 9, we believe and know that some of the most effective methods that are being used today are AIDS, birth control, alcohol and drug abuse, vaccinations, gang and domestic violence, systematic elimination of trauma centers, the public school system, and public aid within the black communities of America and the world. Number 10, we believe and know that the last trick that Satan is playing on us is the dividing of us by our religious differences, religious gangbanging. Number 11, we believe and know that the conflict between the various religions are comparable to the conflict between various street gangs within the inner cities of America. Number 12, we believe and know that the war on drugs and gangs is a diabolical plot to disarm the black community of weapons, break up the black family, withdraw our constitutional rights, also kill and incarcerate young black males under the undercover code name April 2029. And number 13, we believe and know that every letter, shape, sound, and numerical value contains esoteric information that completely transcends the specific contextual meaning of the word. Our purpose: to bring about the growth of a righteous community in accordance with the laws of the Creator of the universe, under the leadership and guidance of Brother Minister Rahim Quased Aton, to provide solutions to the social and economic ills that plague the communities of urban America. Our goal: to re-educate and retrain youth and young adults to develop positive moral values as an alternative to delinquent behaviors, because you can't rebuild a community and not rebuild the minds of the residents of the community to meet the responsibilities of maintaining the community's image. Our mission: to enhance the economic development of our communities by establishing businesses, real and personal properties, thereby creating jobs and/or entrepreneurship training programs that will reverse the concept of leaving the community to buying back the community. Our motto: let your light so shine before men that they shall see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew 5:16. Now we're going to recite our salute to the red, black, and green flag. Everyone put your right fist in the air and repeat after me. Here's to this flag of mine, the red, black, and green. Hopes in its future bright, Africa has seen. Here's to the red of it, great nations shall know of it. In time to come, red blood shall flow of it. Historians shall write of it, this flag of mine. Here's to the black of it, 400 million's back of it, whose destiny depends on it. The red, black, and green of it, oh flag of mine. Here's to the green of it, young men and women shall dream of it, face shots and shells for it, maidens shall sing of it, waving so high. Here's to the whole of it, colors bright and pole of it, pleased is my soul with it, regardless of what is told of it. thanks to God for giving it, this great flag of mine. Please keep your right fist raised high in the air as we sing our Black National Anthem. Black power, black power, black power. Black power is the power to define, develop, and defend that which is in the best interest of Black people.
All right. Peace, everyone. Welcome to the Temple of Mercy Association, aka Toma Nation's Sunday worship service. I am the co-founder, Minister Omari Jahi Aton. We're located here at 616 East on 71st Street in the city of Chicago. And again, I'm the co-founder, Minister Omari Jahi Aton, along with our founder, Minister Rahim Kased Aton, and our First Lady, Sister Makita Aisha Aton. Welcome once again. And today, we're going to share with you a message that deals with transformation, change. I'm going to read a statement that I wrote. Well, really, I would just call it an article or something to that effect that I wrote dealing with transformation and change, because I really believe that unless we are in a mindset understanding that everything changes by the second, even we're getting older by the second. Our eyesight is either getting worse or better. For the younger people, it's getting better. Change is constantly happening. I have to shave every day because this brittly stuff keep growing on my face, called hair, that just itches the heck out of me. And so if I didn't shave it, I'd be looking like, some of them don't know, Ernest T. Bass. Y'all have to do some research to know who Ernest T. Bass is. But anyway, welcome again to the Toma Nation. We're going to be live with you for the next 30 minutes. And then after that, we'll probably continue on for a little bit here live at the Toma headquarters. But let me just get started. I want to start by this message by saying that change is an inevitable function of our human existence. Since the 1980s, when I first met Minister Rahim, we have been changing along with us, this movement, the Toma Nation, aka Temple of Mercy Association, that we've been changing along with us. You have listened to me speak on the history of Toma every year, but you may not have fully comprehended that the histories that you were hearing were transformation messages of change, and evolution for us both and the movement. Just to be clear, the movement that I'm referring to is the act of changing our physical and spiritual human evolution, like what I was saying earlier. See, if you're not in control of your change or your transformation or your evolution, somebody else will. What do I mean by that? When children are born, they're not born cussing. Well, they might be, because you can't understand them. They might be cussing. I don't know. But these bad habits that we seem to pick up, and we don't realize the method or the way that we pick up these bad habits is based on the people that we associate with. If you associate with people with bad habits, you know, there's an old saying, you lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas. You know, and it's true. If you associate yourself with negative people, negative thinking people, bad acting people, and you associate yourself with them long enough, you will find yourself acting just like them. So what would be the flip side to that? You have to strive to associate yourself with positive people, people that are doing something with their life, people that want to be somebody in their lives. You know, you got some people that all they want to do is wake up, get high, drink, smoke. You know, I was one of them folks a long time ago. Me and my cousin Jacques. You know Jacques. I think you probably know Jacques too. Yeah. That's all we did. 40 ounce and it wasn't a blunt then, it was a joint. Back then, in our day. A 40 ounce and a joint. Every morning, straight to the head. You know? And the more I hung out with him, the more trouble I got into. You know? He just got out of jail not too long ago. Yeah, you know. But if I had kept hanging with him, guess what? I would have been in the cell next to him. And so I had to cut ties with Jacques, who I love Jacques. That's my guy. He's a nice guy. He just got bad habits, you know. And sometimes you have to cut ties with people that you like or even people that you love because they are transferring their bad, what they call it, juju, or whatever, on to you. Bad habits and on to you. You know what I mean. But look, just to be clear. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I missed this part. You have listened to me speak about the history of Toma every year, but you have not fully comprehended that the history that you were listening to was transformational messages of change, evolution for both of us and the movement. Just to be clear, the movement that I'm referring to is the act of changing our physical and spiritual human evolution, like what I was saying. As the minister so profoundly calls it, change agents. You have to think of yourself as a change agent, meaning that you don't wait for change, you cause it. You cause change not only in yourself. Now, how do you cause change within yourself? You do it by, and I think I've said this before, take a piece of paper and you write a line down, draw a line down the middle. On the left side, you write all of your good attributes, the good things that you know about yourself. And even you've heard people say certain good things about you, put that over there. And then on the other side, you put your bad habits and bad things that you do on the other side. And you go up. See, now, personally, the good side is irrelevant. You shouldn't even deal with the good side. You know why? Because the good side ain't going to get you in trouble. It's the bad side you need to focus on. You see, I was a liar. I used to steal. I used to cheat. I used to do a lot of bad, crazy stuff, you know, and I had to put that on my list. And the first thing I had to work on was lying. That was the first thing I went about fighting, saying, stop lying. And then you know what my problem was then? I was telling too much truth. Y'all know. How you like my hair, Brother Minister? Look like you got a mop sitting on your head. Straight up truth. But it was, so that means the minister had to help me balance that. You know, I was out of control with truth because I was trying to be so truthful. But it's the truth. No, but you're hurting people's feelings with the truth. So you have to be change agents. Because see, if you don't take the initiative to be a change agent, somebody gonna be an agent to you. Somebody gonna make you change. You're gonna change one way or the other. The Creator came to the minister in a vision and assigned him the mission of finding peace within himself and then helping others to do the same. This was the mission of change, peace, and evolution that I signed up for. I was searching for answers to the question that was swirling around in my head. Is it more to life than this? I was asking myself that. Is it more to life than this? And what I mean? Is it more to life than you're born, go to school, get an education, get a good job, find a spouse, get married, have children, get old, die? Is that it? Is that all it is to this? That's what I was asking. Is this it? Because I wanted more. I didn't want to just keep going through the cycles, that cycle. You know, my grandmama did that. My grandparents did that. Great-grandparents, they all did that. Maybe they didn't get a good education, but still they were working. They were having families. They were getting old and they was dying. I wanted more. And so when the minister shared with me the vision God had given him, I received it as a sign of hope that life can change. And it can be better than this. Through Minister Raheem's teaching, we learned that we are made from molding clay, which suggests that we have the capacity to change and be shaped into something greater than what we currently are. You know, kids, y'all played with clay before, right? You can make a little dog out of it, smash it, make a ball, smash it, and make something. You can just keep making something different, right? That's change. You're changing it. We're made up of like clay, meaning that we can be shaped like you shape the clay. We can be shaped too. And how we are being shaped is by your surroundings. This is why a lot of parents are very strict about who they allow their kids to play with and associate with. That little boy ain't no good. You can't play with him. But that's my friend. I don't care. See, because that's the parent's job, to be able to look at your friends and look at the people that you are associating yourself with and saying, no, you'll go down a wrong path if I continue to let you associate with that person. So now just imagine young people in foster homes or they don't have parents or whatever. Nobody to guide them, nobody to look out for them, to say that's not a good person to hang out with. You got to make the mistake on your own. You know, everything you go through in life is a learning experience. You got to make a mistake in order to learn that was the wrong thing to do. And if it don't kill you, you might learn from it and be better. But the whole thing is that, again, we're changing constantly. So we also learn by studying the Holy Quran that Iblis, aka Satan the devil, had vowed to God to attack man on every side, causing him to stray away from his creator, and vowed that when he was done, man would not be grateful. God vowed to fill hell with us all if we allow Satan the devil to change us in that way. So you see, in the Quran, it talks about us being shaped and changed, and how Satan said that was his mission. Because, well, I don't want to get into what happened. You all have to read the Quran. It's in Surah 7 or 11 is one of them. I think it's in both of them, but I think 11 goes more into detail, I believe. But look, read that in the Holy Quran, and you don't have to be a Muslim to read it. Word to the wise. You know, some people, here it is right here, Holy Quran. You don't have to be a Muslim to read it. You ain't even got to be a Jew to read the Torah. Germans write books. You don't have to be a German to read it. So let's not get caught up just because this is a book of Muslims that the Muslims produce or a prophet produced, that you have to be a Muslim in order to read it and get some information from it. So you can see that change can be not only a positive thing, but a negative thing. Here's the challenge, brothers and sisters. Upon our birth into this sinful flesh, it is our job to grow, develop, and remember what we are, and remember who we are, and then embark upon the mission mentioned earlier. See, if we are children of God and we are change agents, if we aren't about change, then you're just going through life, like I said earlier, being born, going to school, get an education, getting a job, finding a spouse, or maybe you don't find a spouse. You ain't got to, but you just be alone in your life, kicking it with your family. That's, you know, I know some people like that. Their whole life is family, you know, which is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But some of your family members are the people you need to be running away from, because some of them ain't right. Like I told you, my cousin Jahi. Like I told y'all, I love Jahi, but he just had some issues. And out he was transferring his issues on to me. I was having issues. So you have to be around positive people. And so when we can see again that this positivity, or it could be positive change or negative change, this sinful flesh that we're in comes with emotions. I say that. This is where you get all your emotions, feelings. You know, the feeling of pain, joy, love. Everything comes with the flesh. Now, the real you and I are not physical. We're spiritual beings, just like God. On the spiritual realm, emotions don't exist. Emotions, feelings don't exist. They come with the flesh. And I can go in, man, I could teach forever on emotions and how God, when he created the angels, they were created with emotions. But once their emotions caused them to go against God's law, they couldn't change back. This is why God created us out of mold and clay, so we can, when we make a mistake and allow emotions to cause us to do things that or even say things that we probably wouldn't have said if we wasn't so mad, if we wasn't so upset. We say things out of anger. We do that all the time, right? You do that with God, it's over. Ain't no coming back from that. But he made man, this physical flesh man, so that we can come back from that. See, so that means, so if you make a mistake, you do something wrong, you lie, you steal, this and that and other, you still got a chance to change. You have an opportunity to be better. This is what Toma is about. This is, what God wanted us to be here in Toma. He wanted us, as the minister say, be change agents. He wanted us to change. So to achieve this, we need to understand that every time we draw nearer to the realization of our true selves, we are attacked by an equal and opposite force. We say here in Toma, it's the equal and opposite reaction. When you decide that, like when I decided I was going to stop lying, the equal and opposite reaction was something would take place that would cause me to be in a situation where either I was going to be in serious trouble or I was going to have to lie to get myself out of it. And so I had to make a choice. See, this is the equal and opposite reaction. I'll use another example. I decided that I'm going to fast on Friday from sundown to Saturday to sundown. And all of a sudden, somebody comes to my house and bring my favorite dish. I was thinking about you. And I brought, what is my favorite dish? I don't know. I'm going to just say pizza. Just because I really don't, I like a lot of stuff. So I'll just say pizza. Brought me a big old cheese pizza. I'm fasting now. And so now what is this called? Temptation. They say, okay, you want to stop? You want to stop eating as much and so you can be more healthier? Let's see. You want this pizza, don't you? Don't you want that pizza? But I can't eat it. I'm fasting. Oh, you a punk. What you mean fasting? Stop being a punk. You know, they use that kind of language. This is Satan, the devil now, coming in the form of a friend. Now, that don't mean that your friend is the devil. That means that Satan is using your friend to get to you. And you got to be aware of it. Everybody that say they're your friend ain't your friend. Satan uses friends. Satan uses mamas and daddies and brothers and sisters and cousins and aunties and uncles. He uses them. So am I saying that you're supposed to hate your family? No, I'm saying be cautious. Be aware that Satan can use these individuals against you. Just be aware. So with God working through Minister Raheem, our combined force working in my life was enough to affect positive change. You see, if you go through life by yourself, trying to overcome every obstacle that life throws at you, at some point you're going to lose. I mean, let's just be realistic. You can have a fight one-on-one with a person and be knocking that person, I'm about to say the other word, knocking that person out. But if two of them come against you, or three of them come against you, see, this is the same thing that happens on the spiritual realm. Satan sends his demons after you. Now, I know some of us watch these horror movies and we see demons as these little ugly little creatures crawling around, and they try to get you. Don't know. A demon looks just like you and me. Listen to me good. Demons look just like us. Matter of fact, they come out of us. Because you can be a very God-fearing, angelic person, or you can be a very demonic, evil person. That's all inside of you. Which one are you going to promote? Are you going to promote bad thinking, bad actions, are you just going to promote that in your life and constantly do those things? Because that's then the road that you're going to be on. And your label would be demon, devil. Or you're going to choose the other side. Now, if you don't make no choice, guess what? The choice get made for you. Demon, liar. See, when you do those type of things, when you are a manipulator, when you lie on people, when you deceive people, some of us say, oh, it's just a little white lie. It's just a little, white lie. I'm a good person. Yeah, you start off that way. But when you go down that road, then you got to tell another lie to cover the lie that you told before, so you don't get caught up. So it's best to tell the truth. That's always best. Okay. Oh, I'm running out of time, y'all. So let me finish reading this. Now, the point I wanted to make is that Minister Raheem, along working with me, see, this is why you need someone outside of yourself to work with you. That we say you need a leader, teacher, or a guide, because his force or his energy, along with my force and my energy working against evil in my life, gives me enough energy to overcome obstacles. Are you hearing what I'm saying? If you want to overcome things that are going on in your life is nothing but obstacles. There's going to be obstacles at every turn. Decisions you're going to have to make. Am I going to pay the light bill? Am I going to pay the gas bill? Am I going to pay my car note? Am I going to eat today? Decisions. Sometimes we think that being a man, a grown man, to being a grown woman, I got to make all these decisions for myself. That's fine. That's like shooting dice. You're going to hit sometimes, and a lot of times you're going to miss. You're going to crap out. But you got a better chance when you have what they call somebody to consult with, a consultant. People have financial consultants. They have all kind of consultants. People go to and say, I got this money. I want to invest this money in something. What do you think I should invest my money in? They say this, that, and another. And then you make a decision based on the information that they give you, right? It's the same thing on a spiritual level. You need someone that's going to help you to be able to make decisions. What do you think I should do? I got $300. My car note is $250, and my light bill is due, and I'm hungry. What should I do? Our decision might be based on our emotions and our feelings. I love my car. I'm gonna pay my car note. Or you might even think, well, I need my car to get to work, so I make more money to be able to pay bills, right? But there are other options. And so you need someone to be able to help you with those options. And that's two forces against one coming against you. And so this is where humility comes into play. Even though people have described me as arrogant, I would not publicly disrespect the minister due to my realization and acceptance of his role in my human development. See, when you accept someone in your life as your leader, teacher, and guide with your mouth, You see? Then when the person goes about doing the job of leader, teacher, and guide, and you want to then be grown, you know, I'm a grown man, I'm a grown woman. You don't tell me what to do. You know, I make my own decisions. We say we recognize the minister as being God's man on the planet behind Minister Louis Farrakhan, but when it comes to important personal decisions needed to be made in our lives, we have been arrogant in our thinking and disrespectful to this man. Like Elijah Muhammad, we judge his slow and unorthodox manner as being beneath our master's degreed education. And when I say master degrees, I'm speaking of the mindset that we get because when we get a higher education, such as a master degree, a bachelor's degree, or whatever, you know, even if you just graduate from high school and the person you're talking to didn't get out of grammar school, you know, you seem to feel a little bit more elevated behind that person. I know I'm gonna have to go a little over, so don't worry about it. Just give me. I'm gonna be through pretty soon. I only got 2 minutes, but I got about 5 minutes worth of conversation, so y'all bear with me. You know, and we judge people based on this white man's, I guess, what's the word I want to call it? His stamp of approval that he's put on us. You know, if he say you a smart nigga, I'm sorry, I said it anyway. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna do better. See, change is inevitable. I'm still a work in progress, y'all. But if he say you smart, and he give you a piece of paper that says you smart, like a diploma, you know, I graduated from high school. I was at the top of my class. You know, I'm a really smart person. And if you think that about yourself, then now this is what I say. I believe that because of my sincere love and friendship for the minister, I was able to keep my arrogance in reasonable check. And for over 30 years, submitted my will to do his will, even though I felt that my way and ideas were better than his. I realized through the teachings that the feeling of being better is what changed Lucifer from being the right hand of God to being an opposer to God. Just thinking that you're better than somebody. I felt like I was better. You know, I'm a pretty smart guy, I believe. You see, I believe I'm a pretty intelligent guy. And I believe that I'm a pretty witty person. I think quick, you know, and because I'm a quick thinker, I think that quick thinking is better than slow thinking. You all following me? See, if you got a person that thinks slow or contemplates a long time before they make a decision, a person that thinks like, oh, I know what we should do, kill them all. Because I came to that conclusion quickly, I think that I'm a better leader. That makes me a better leader. You see what I'm saying? Because I came to it quickly. And so we judge people that don't come to those realizations quickly, and we begin to think we're better than them, and then we become like Lucifer. We become an opposer to what's good. I hope you all following what I'm saying. I'm telling you this out of experiences. And because me and the minister are friends and we're brothers and we've been this way for years, that kept me in check. That kept my arrogance in check to the point to where I never publicly, I guess, well, let me just finish reading because it's in here. I'm gonna just keep reading. I ain't gonna see nothing else anymore. I swear. I'm gonna just keep reading till I get to the end. Some of you sitting here before me has allowed yourself out of the feeling of being better or knowing better than him to fall into the position of opposition to the Lord. I know what this feels like because I felt it for the majority of my 30-year sojourn here at Toma. But I suppressed it publicly. This war against good and evil within myself was an ongoing battle that in many private conversations with the minister, I lost. I said, I'm gonna go say nothing, keep going. I thank God that God gave me respite to come to the realization that my emotions that come with this flesh were the enemy to my struggle for freedom. For years, God has been working on me through Minister Rahim, and at some point within the past 5 years, remember, I've been doing this for 30 years, but just within the past 5 years, my resistance to what I was feeling opened my eyes to a new reality. Once I began to apply the teachings of Toma in my everyday life, like fasting once a week, I was able to overcome the cloud of emotions and grow into the thinking of God. Now, what does growing into the thinking of God mean? The thinking of God is drawing conclusions without emotional influence. I'm going to say that again. This is the thinking of God. When you draw conclusions or come to conclusions or come to a solution to a problem without emotional influence. I don't come to conclusions, draw conclusions because I'm mad. I don't draw conclusions because I'm happy. I don't draw a conclusion because I'm happy or whatever. My implementation of the thinking of God has now taken me to a level of understanding that has allowed me to see not only my personal change and growth, but Toma's change and growth as well. As Toma's history states, this movement started as a musical production company called Toma, and a band called Chicago's Own Band. When I became a member of the band, the minister was involved in the personal lives of the band members. He was guiding them through biblical teachings and helping them to make important decisions in their personal lives. These men were a family and had a great love for one another. My acceptance in this family and brotherhood was something I cherish to this day, and it felt like home. This brotherhood musically grew and strengthened into an undeniable force in Chicago music. We were a musical force in this city, and Toma Production was more of the same. The minister created Toma Production and Toma Records because he saw the injustice that was perpetrated upon Chicago musicians and entertainers. Since he went to school and studied music business, he could pass this knowledge to any Chicago entertainer that came under his tutelage. I joined him quickly on this mission to educate and train Chicago musicians and entertainers in the business of music and how to conduct yourselves properly on stage. The other band members could not see the importance or value of the production and did not actively participate. Neither one of us, myself or the minister, realized that Toma Production was the prerequisite to another Toma. The minister endured a near-death experience. This placed him in the position where he personally was evolving, and God was instructing him that the movement had to evolve with him. I can go into the fact that sarcoidosis is a respiratory disease and hinders one's breathing, and that breath is God's inspiration, which he breathed into man and caused man to become a living soul. So I say this to say that God, through this life-threatening disease, revitalized the minister's soul through the inspiration of breath. God gave the minister every herb for meat, and through his obedience, the minister recovered from sarcoidosis and was inspired to take his gift and knowledge of music and transfer it into a spiritual ministry called TOMA, the Temple of Mercy Association. God had shown the minister mercy, so it was now his mission to show humanity mercy, hence the name change, Rahim Kased Aton. Just in case y'all don't know, Rahim means mercy, Kased means mercy. So when God changed the minister's name, he changed his name because he represented mercy from that point on. TOMA in its inception was created to be a mercy to humanity, particularly Black people. But once again, many of those members of the band and the production company refused to cross over into the new TOMA, taking off the old musical man and putting on the new spiritual man. They didn't want to go there. I was there, so I can tell you exactly what they say. I didn't sign up for that. They didn't want to do that. So, to make a long story shorter, TOMA, like the band, began to create a name for itself in Chicago. For many years, TOMA did great works in the Inglewood community. From the 1990s until now, like TOMA Production, the Temple of Mercy Association has run its course and was poised for another transformation. We thought that this transformation was in the changing of the name, and we started working on the TOMA Nation. This would have been a natural transformation of TOMA if the members would have applied the spiritual teachings of TOMA. But the new transformation was still revealing itself, and a near-death experience had to be the incident that ushered in this change. Like the movement's first transformation, our founder, Minister Rahim, went through a near-death experience. In October 2020, the co-founder went through a near-death experience, being admitted into the hospital with COVID-19. I know some of y'all didn't know I was in the hospital, but I was for about a week or two with COVID. Once again, COVID being a respiratory illness, like sarcoidosis, God was inspiring me with the new direction that TOMA was to take. When I got out of the hospital, I was a changed man, and I saw life and our spiritual journey differently. And so, brothers and sisters, I just want you to understand that TOMA now is in the phase of a second transformation, a second change. And well, Facebook family, friends, we're going to continue this here live at the TOMA headquarters, 616 East on 71st Street. But we're going to sign off now, and we thank you all for listening. And I'm going to leave you as I greeted you in the ancient but yet holy words of peace. Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, Habaragani, Alafia, and Ashe.
For joining us for our weekly Sunday worship service. We invite you and your family to join us live every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street at our new time from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. and on Facebook from 12:30 to 1 p.m. If you have enjoyed what you have heard, please feel free to support us with a monetary gift on Cash App at $TOMANATION. Once again, that's $TOMANATION. This will conclude our live stream. The message you have been listening to will continue live here at the TOMA headquarters. We thank you, Black family. See you next Sunday. Black Power.
This is the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their father? See, you created a void in that child.